Ladies and gentlemen of Ballet International, today we have a prestigious guest. His name is Oleksandr Maslyannikov, and he is artistic director of Ballet Academy in Vienna. So I will ask him to introduce himself and also to explain to everyone how he started ballet and what motivated him to build up the passion of ballet and the ballet technique. Good morning, Oleksandr. How are you doing?
Good morning, Jean-Pierre. Thank you. I am great, and thank you very much for this beautiful possibility to talk to you.
Okay, thank you very much. I'm so pleased and very honored to have you online. Oleksandr, please, could you explain to us at what age did you start your ballet studies?
I start with the ballet actually late. My first ballet experience I came when I was already 12 years old. Before I was swimming, and I was quite good because I get invitation in the Olympic school, like for the kids, and I was very happy. But in summer vacation, in summer holidays, I watched old Russian, like Soviet Union movie about ballet and dance. And I came to my mom and I told her, Mom, I wanna dance. And she was like, "No, you're kidding! You just get invitation in this school, like a Olympic school, and you wanna drop it?" I was like, "Yes, yes." And this is how I started at 12
Yeah.
my ballet life.
And how was the response of your father, your family? Were they supporting you? Were they helping you?
My mom, she's supporting me. Yes, yes. I didn't. I grew up with my mom. I had no father. But my mom, she told me only one thing. She told me, "Look, son, if you start one thing, you have to bring it until the end." And these words, like, they was like in the hardest time when I wanted to stop with the ballet. I was like, no, this I have to bring it till the end. And yes, she was supporting me a lot.
Yes. Did you had any brother or sister?
I'm sorry.
Did you had any brother or sister?
I have a brother, and I have a lot of cousin. My brother, his name's Konstantin, but in my family, my mom, she's lawyer, my aunt, she's lawyer, and my brother, he is also lawyer. I am only one in the family.
Who did ballet?
Yes, yes.
And was in which town or was it which country you start ballet?
I start in Kiev, in Ukraine, in Kiev. It was a private ballet school because I didn't had any chance to go in state ballet school because I was already too old. That's why I had to force myself and to force with the study ballet with the hope that later I can join like bigger ballet school.
Yes, yes. And who were your teachers in this ballet school?
My teacher, the first teacher, he was also director of this ballet school, Dmitry Evgenievich Kaigorodov. He this is a beautiful teacher, the beautiful man with a big patience, because you know when you have 16 boys
Yeah,
from everywhere, you have to be patient, because boys are not like the girls.
yeah,
We not always focused, we always searching
yeah,
uh, problems, you know, always. But he bring us love to the ballet, and he I'm thankful that I had this teacher at the beginning,
yeah,
because he was already, I don't know, he was soon 60 years, but he was jumping with us, turning with us, and it was like competition between him and all us. And always he won, always. But we were, you know, 12, 13, 14, 15. He was almost 60, and he was always the winner. What means about the tricks and, you know,
yes,
jumps,
yes,
turnings. Of course he was not jumping so high,
yes.
but
But he
it
was strong.
was,
He was very strong in technique.
yes, yes,
And so he applied a very strong discipline for the boys, I think.
yes, yes. He and also especially his wife. His wife was for discipline,
Yeah.
and this was a really perfect combination,
Mm.
because he brought us, he learned us love to ballet, patience, and his wife. We always was, you know, like, oh, his wife coming, you know, like we were staying up. Good morning, boys and girls,
Yes,
and it was a perfect combination.
yes. So you started directly with classical, academic classical ballet
Yes,
based
exactly.
on Vaganova.
Yes, yes, yes.
And then I see that in some videos during the pandemic, you were doing also a personal training as a gymnastic. Did you
Yes.
study gymnastic also with that same teacher?
This gymnastic, no. When I was 18 years old,
Yes.
my dream came true, and I went to Austria.
Mm.
Yes, and in Austria I had two beautiful ballet teachers. One Konstantin Nikolaevich Russo.
Yes.
He studied. He's a bit older, 2, 3, or 4 years older than Mikhail Baryshnikov,
Mm.
and they had the same teacher.
Uh-huh.
And yes, yes, yes. And he learned us this gymnastic. This is Knyazev floor bar.
Yes.
And this Knyazev, he did this floor bar when the communists came
Yes.
in Russia, and they closed Mariinsky Theater,
Yes.
and the old belly dancer was like underground. They didn't had like so much possibility to do the bar or middle, and
Yes.
he developed this gymnastic, and they was doing 1 or 2 years this gymnastic, and when they come back,
Yes.
they were like, wow, it's not our body. They was like really perfect.
Yes.
And actually, when I was 18, I hated this gymnastic. Now I love it, because this gymnastic, you know, like it's changed my body totally.
Yes.
And the second teacher, it's Shida Tagirovna Mubaryakova. Uh, she was in Moscow Ballet Academy, was teaching after in Stuttgart,
Yes.
and then I had a big luck to learn from her, and we still keep the contact, and I still learn a lot from Shida Tagirovna.
That is
She's
nice.
for me like my mentor and a good friend.
Yes. Well, I can imagine this. Yes. Well, you know, when you are young, and well, you are still young, but when you are very young and you are starting studying ballet, the teachers that you have an important role in your life because you keep them in your head and you keep them in your heart all the time.
Exactly. Yes, exactly.
So there is a special building up technique and also passion of ballet from the teachers to the students, which is very important. And then, did you make part of a ballet company? Did you audition to ballet company?
Yes, yes. We did audition. My first contract was in Germany, in the Theater Altenburg.
Yes.
I was there not so long, only 2 years.
Yes.
1 year it was corps de ballet. The second one I was already demi soloist,
Yes.
but it was a good repertoire,
Yes.
but too small city, and I wanted more. I wanted to dance not only, not only 30, 40 performances. I wanted to dance 60, 80, 90 performances,
Yes.
and I was searching, and
Yes.
then I came 2004 to Vienna,
Yes.
and 2005 I was a member of Vienna State Ballet.
The Vienna Opera House.
Yes, 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 yes.
Yeah. So
Uh,
you were having as an artistic director or
yes, it was
Gyula
first of all Gyula Harangoza. Yes, exactly. It was first Gyula Harangoza,
Yeah.
and after Gyula was Manuel Legri.
Mm.
Yeah.
But both of them are
Mhm.
very good
Yes.
artistic director and artist. Emmanuel Legris,
Yeah. Yeah.
he was principal dancer of the Opera House of Paris.
Yeah. Yeah.
And so you had the best of the best in your career. And which one did you prefer, the Gyula Harangözer or the Manuel Legris as a repertoire, as technique, as artistic director, as discipline?
They both are very good, but actually I will prefer more Manuel Legri,
Mm.
because first of all, his life is ballet. He
Yes,
live ballet,
yes,
and this is what make me like wondering, because he know everything about ballet.
mm.
He know every part, and he did training every day. He left his telephone
Yes,
outside, and he did training almost every day. And
but
I was like, come on,
he-
you have so much to do, but at least like, no, it's my time. I enjoy my time. He know every ballet. He know perfectly what and which way you have to do it.
yeah.
That's
Was
why.
he doing his training with the dancers?
Oh yes, yes, yes. He was training almost sometimes with the boys, sometimes with the girls, but almost every day he came to training and he was doing ballet. I was like, wow. I want to be also like this. Like this. He was for us like example,
Yes,
and then this is what and as a human, he's a very normal human, very easy. It's
yes.
not like like sometimes you see like somebody. No, no.
He
He
is a
he was
very
very good.
he is very open, very humble with the other artists.
Yes, yes, yes. And also very respectful. He understand he understood everything, and he could give you also a good advice.
Yeah.
And that's why for me, like Manuel, it's like now one of the best.
Yes. Yes. And Gyula Harangöző, he was only directing. He wasn't like Manuel Legri doing his training and
Gyula Harangoza, he did his training and he did also very well, but the Gyula Harangoza, uh, he get two theaters together.
yes.
For Gyula Harangoza, it was not very easy time because he should found a new concept, and both theaters, it was a Volksoper and Vienna State Opera,
Yes.
they should work together.
Yes.
And actually he did as a manager, also like financial and ballet music, he did perfect because early after Renato Zanella,
Yes.
it was a big minus in a conto. And after a few years, Gyula Harangozo, he lift up like a budget of both these houses, like so much up, and it was incredible, actually, what he did, and the new system and how to work. It was from Gyula, it was like new know-how. And
Yes.
actually what did Gyula Harangoza, it still work now as he did.
Yes.
That's why no, Gyula Harangozo, he brought a lot of good ballet
Mm.
in the house. It
Yes.
was very interesting to work with him. He did also his choreography a lot, uh, but he had just a bit another function at this moment.
Yes.
I know he wanted to do much more, but he didn't have so much possibility because it was a pressure from up. Like,
Yes.
no, it should be together,
Yes.
and
Maybe
but it
he
was
had
also actually
maybe he had to follow some rules from the president of
exactly.
the opera house.
Yes, exactly.
Yeah.
But when he did the training, it was like perfect. He did perfectly correction. After his training, he was like, I'm flying. It was very nice. It was
Yeah.
beautiful.
Are you still in contact with the dancers of the Vienna Opera House?
Now,
Yes,
yes,
you're still
not
in
so.
contact.
Yes, but not so. Uh, like early when I was a dancer.
Yes,
Maybe one time in few months we talk, we see each other,
yes,
but because now I am a bit busy, and we have a different time. They start at 10 o'clock in the morning, and I start afternoon,
yes,
and I have to prepare, and I have to do stuff which actually the dancer don't know. They don't even see what doing people in the bureau. For
yes.
us it was like, okay, they just sitting. Oh no, they preparing, they working also a lot.
It's a hard work. It's a hard work.
Yes.
So from ballet as ballet dancer, what made you decide to open your own ballet academy?
um I always liked to teach,
Hmm.
and I started to teach very early. I was dancer, and together I was already teaching in different schools as a teacher, and then I have also give the training at the Volksoper Volksopera, in the theater Baden, in company in Salzburg as a teacher, and I liked it very much. And after I was finished, this academy, it was like, for me actually it's like surprise, because Maud Toledano, she's a French, she was director of this ballet academy, but she had to move with his man to Singapore. And I was teaching 3 or 4 times, and she liked me.
Yes.
And she wanted to give this school in a good hands. And I just came because I was searching the ballet studio which I can rent, and I was like, okay, I will start everything from the beginning. I will start to search a student. And she was like, hey, Alexander, this is the studio. I was like, Maud, it's great, but it's I don't know how to work, and I don't have so much money. And she was like, Alexander, just take it, just take it. And during the year, you will give me the money. I was like, come on, Maud, it's a so big like surprise. And she was like, look, I know you can do it. And I was like, but you understand, it should be like step by step. It should be the system. And we were sitting also a lot, and we were just talking, and she learned me how. She gave me the perfect, really nice advices,
Yes.
how and which way, just a bit for the start.
Yes.
After now I have also my like routine,
Yes.
but I still learning, I'm doing mistake, and next time when the same situation, I start like, okay, one time I did this mistake, how can I do other way to do it better?
Yes, I understand that when you are running and directing a ballet academy is not easy. It's not easy because also the difficult thing, I think, in my opinion, is the approach with the parents.
Yes, yes,
Because sometimes the parents become a big problem for the students and for the teacher.
yeah, exactly.
And so for the teacher, they must be very open-minded, very elastic to understand and comprehend all these two paths, student and parents. But the most difficult to handle are the parents, because sometimes the parents become a very, very big problem.
Yes.
So when you started teaching in this ballet academy, and also you became director of the ballet academy, how many students did you have?
I started to teach 2015 September, and we had 45 students.
And those were
45.
the students of the other teacher
Yes,
who left?
yes. The whole school was 45 students. After the first year was difficult because the parents, they was not trusting me as I was a young person. And actually after the first performance, which we did, Don Quixote, after just it became up. The second year, it was already about 100. The third year was over 100 students. And then came COVID. COVID time. Yes.
Yes, COVID was a disaster for everyone.
Yes, yes. And then we come back to 50 students, 50 or 55. And now after COVID, it's actually I'm happy now. I don't know how much, but how many students? For sure over 100, but really I teach 3 classes. it's a cycle at the age of 6, 7, 8 years old.
Yes.
The junior ballet third class. This is the age 8, 9 years old. And junior ballet 5, it's already teenager. It's 12, 11, 12, 13 years old. Yes, but also the pre-ballet initiation, the cycle first class, ballet or optional, junior ballet 8 class.
Yes.
Actually, we're doing well, but the most difficult thing, as you say, this is the parents,
Yes.
because sometimes parents think, okay, I give my daughter one time a week, and please make it Maya Plesetskaya. I was like, come on. And you know, I say always, if you go to the school not 5 days a week, only 1 day a week, how fast your daughters will start to read and write? And he was like, start to think.
Yes.
Because I was like, and some doctors came to me and they was trying to say me how I have to teach ballet. I tell them, wait. I don't come to you in an operation station and I don't give you advice how to do operation. Then please, you do your job, I do my job.
Yes.
That's it. Uh, of course, this also difficult with the teenagers because of puberty.
Yes. It's a very critical age,
Yes,
either for
yes,
girls and for boys. It's a very difficult because it's is a mental development that you have to, you know, to follow. And also through ballet, there is a discipline that you have to apply, and you mustn't be too strong, but you must also be powerful at the
yes,
same time. And sometimes the young students do not accept that too much.
exactly. And this is the biggest problem, because for me, for example, it's very, it's very uh, painful, because I start to teach, like I take a kids from 6 years and
Yes,
we grow up together.
yes,
And when it comes to this puberty, and all my energy, all my power, which I invest in these kids,
yes,
they okay, I don't want anymore. I was like, come on, kids, let us maybe do a little break,
yes,
maybe one month, and then you come back. But unfortunately, it's not the way. But one of my beautiful students, after 3 years, she came back.
good.
But she stopped when she was 12, and now she's a 15.
So this
She,
is a good satisfaction.
yes, she lose a bit time, but I still believe that if you want, you can do it,
Yes,
because she started at 8 until 12. She get a good basis.
yes,
And 3 years, okay, she lose a bit, but if she work hard, she can do this jump up, because I came first. Yes, because I came when I was 12 and I didn't know anything. We can say it's the same.
yes,
That's why I'm happy.
yes.
I'm happy a bit.
And does in your program when you teach only Vaganova and classical ballet, but do you teach other discipline like
Yes, yes. This is very important that the children learn a different kind of discipline. So for junior ballet 3, this is the age 8, 9 years old. I have already 3 times a week, 2 hours classical ballet with repertoire together. Then they have character dance, they have historical dance, and they have a jazz.
Just.
Yes, jazz, yes, and also ballet acrobatic.
Mm.
This is like 5, like the most important
Yes.
for now.
Yes.
Little ones, they have floor bar and classical ballets, and repertoire.
Yes.
For example, the teenagers, they have this all the same, but they have also point shoes.
Yes.
They have contemporary, and I start this year pas de deux.
Ah,
Actually,
good.
it's basic. It's very basic, and 2 boys. Actually, they don't do ballet anymore, but they was my students. They do me a big favor that they came on Friday. One teacher who teach at my academy, he came also, and that means we 4, and the 5th one, it's like open class, but he loves ballet.
Mm.
And I think, why not? He has 2 hands, 2 ears, he can hold, I can teach him. And not always we have 5 men's, but sometimes 3, and we have to do the 4 groups. But the girls, they accept it, because if not we are, that they don't have pas de deux. And actually, I can tell you, we are only one private ballet academy in all Austria who has a pas de deux. Only one in Austria. Nobody else can do this. Yes,
It's good.
that's why. Yes, that's why I try to push my girls. We have already 5 students who get a diploma as
Yes.
a ballet dancer. 5 girls. Actually, we are only 7 years old, but we force, and already five girls became a diploma.
Good. Very good.
Yeah.
And some of them, did they do audition to or a competition to other places?
Yes. They because of COVID, they was just sleeping, but now they are preparing videos, and some of them they do little roles in the Vienna State Opera as a not as a regular dancer, like as a guest for like in
Yes.
the opera. You go and dance in the opera or somewhere else. They doing quite well, and the girls, they're not like boys. I was asking like one student of mine, like, hey, are you doing audition? Yes. I was like, how many you did? 0. Like, come on, where would you, where? And she was like, no, I'm just thinking. I was like, come on, girl, you lose your time, because our time is not so long. You can dance until you're, with the luck, until 40, 20 years. And now you are 20 years old. Come on. But I don't want to bother another. I was like, come on, you are guest in the state opera and the Volksopera. You just came and said, can I do the training with us? They should see you. I was like, but if I do something wrong, I was like, come on, we all human. We all human. You
If
think
you
I
if
did
you don't
everything
do
perfect?
if you don't do mistakes, you never reach perfection.
Exactly. And they just afraid, and I try to keep them understand. Come on, girls, you have to do it. You have
Yeah.
to do it one time. It would be horrible. The second one a bit better. But when you know this routine, how it works, and then it's only the question to be on time, on the right place.
Yeah.
That's it.
That is very true. It's very well said. You have a good point in this. Uh, is in Austria also difficult to find boys who want to do ballet?
Yes, unfortunately, with the boys, it's a big problem because I have three boys. I have three boys in junior ballet third class, and it's I see, for example, they should fight for, but but they doing actually. I can tell you they doing well. They doing really well, and I try like my teacher, because it's very sad to do the same bar. And I
Yes.
was like, come on, let's do tricks together, and I explained. It was like, oh wow, cool. And they just start, just to keep them, because they come to me sometimes, Alexander, the boys laugh. And I was like, come on, look, they laugh because they don't know how much power and discipline you have to do and give me in ballet.
Yes.
Just don't don't listen. Don't listen. It will come time, and you will see they will jealous. Believe me. But it's hard. It's hard to motivate also
Mm.
boys.
And was it difficult? Was it hard also for you when you were young?
Uh, not not really, because this time I was in Kiev, in Ukraine,
So
and of
it's a different point of view in Ukraine because
uh,
many boys do
not
dance or
not really, not really. The point is that here in Europa you are not allowed to fight.
mm,
In Ukraine, in Kiev, it's usually.
yeah.
For example, the son of director of the school, he was laughing, and he was like, "Ah, you are gays, ha ha ha," and very loud. And we was beat him, but we didn't know that this is the son of the whole school. And then she came like, "Who did it? Who did it to my son?" No, of course we stand up in bureau, okay, but then we explain why we did it. And she was like, okay, this is the last time.
Mm,
Here in Europe, they would be immediately kicked out from the school.
yeah,
And this is the difference. We had like not lighter but easier. But actually, after this happened, nobody in the whole school like talked to us in this kind of way.
yeah.
uh,
They have
and
a different approach, different manners, different way to talk.
yes, exactly, and they understood that we are belly dancer, we're much stronger than the normal boys. We're much
Okay.
stronger.
Well,
And my teacher, he told me, boys, never use your legs, never use your legs. You can use your hands, but please, your legs like a knife, never use, because you are too strong. And we will listen
yeah,
to him.
yeah.
Mm.
And so, have you ever been auditioning or working or trying to make some competition to Moscow or to St. Petersburg?
In Moscow and St. Petersburg, no, because when I was in Ukraine, I was too young, and when I came to Austria, our teacher, he didn't even the director, he didn't even try it.
Yeah.
I did competition in Paris, but it was not so big success. But in Paris, I get the director of Austrian Ballet School. He saw me, and like I didn't go in the second round, but I get the contract, like full contract in the ballet school Austria.
Mhm.
Like I won.
Yeah.
I won in Crimea 3 times. I was the second place in Austria competition, and I was in Budapest, Rudolf Nureyev competition in the second round. I came until the second round. I was in Perm also until the second round. I did a lot of competition in my time, and it's helped me a lot, like to grow up, and
Grow up
also
with
it
the
gives
technique
me
also.
technique also, and also give me a lot of connection,
Yes.
which very useful, like a friendship. Doesn't make I was always better and better, better and better, and
Yes.
this helps me a lot.
Yes. And uh, and who were your pas de deux teachers?
Oh, which Klavin
Mhm.
in Ukraine, and this is in his family. All was belly dancer. His father, Robert Albertovich Klavin. He was a very famous in Soviet Union, and Dmitry Robertovich, his son, he was our teacher of pas de deux. He's he know everything. He know everything. Actually, also in ballet, and as a pas de deux teacher, he teach us all these old lifts, and the tricks,
Yes.
how to do it. And actually, it was for me, it was the favorite lesson. We was waiting like always, oh, pas de deux, pas de deux.
And are you still using this technique for your school now?
Oh yes, oh yes, oh yes. I remember almost everything what he say and how he said,
Yes.
and now I try to give this to girls, and this is already the second time. The with the older girls, I can do, like, everything in pas de deux, all lifts, all pirouettes, all tourlans. They can do everything. And now the younger one, the 12, 13,
Yes.
it's also not easy, because this age come inside and immediately
Go out.
outside. Yes, 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 yes,
So
but
you
it's very
have to
useful.
explain, you have to explain everything many times.
Oh yes, oh yes, yeah.
And for
But
the point shoes work, do you have a lady who is teaching, or you teach the point shoes?
no, no, I don't teach point shoes. I know how they should stay. I know the basic, but for me, I never dance on the point shoes. That's why I have two teachers, Yelena Kaun. She is the teacher of eighth junior ballet eighth class, the older ones,
Yes.
and Irina Tsimbal. She was the first soloist in Vienna State Opera.
Hmm.
She teach point shoes. Yes, yes, yes. I can, but I don't want, because this is so much little stuff which I don't know.
Yes.
That's why better, like, I say always to my team, guys, we work only for the all together for the one goal. There is no better or worse a teacher. We all together go working for one goal, that our students, not mine, not yours, our students get a diploma and then get a job as a belly dancer,
Yes.
that they have this possibility to this Actually, this is the luxury life.
Yes.
This is
I agree.
we dancer, we never go work. We never work one day in our life because ballet is our life. This is our passion, our like it's like a hobby, and you get paid for your hobby. You know, I was running every day to take a ballet class. Everybody was laughing. I was like, ah, look, he ran. But I was happy. It's and that's why only the best should teach. Also, like with the contemporary or with the jazz, I search always the best teacher to give my students the best. Of course, I know it's always give somewhere much better. But now at this moment, I have this, and I think also teacher, uh, I see how the teacher work.
Yes.
If because this is the big difference. This is the two difference of the teacher. One goes to teach because of money, and another goes to teach because he is a fanatic. His life is a ballet,
Yes.
and this is the passion. And another one for me. Like if I found teacher like this, I was like, you are mine. I want to have you. And this is what I see on the humanity.
Yes. And how long is the full course? 8 years or 9 years? 9 years. Oh, Babagano, that
Um,
apply.
uh, actually, we have only 8 classes, but it's not enough. It's not enough. That's why I just don't call junior ballet 9. It's always junior ballet 8.
Mm.
It's always junior ballet 8, but they can stay. I have a lot of, and also the students who already has a diploma, but they also visit these classes because they have a possibility, 6
Yes.
times a week.
Yes.
And this is
What is the minimum of classes that they have to do in a week?
um in junior ballet minimum 3 times, but you have to take 3 days ballet class.
Yes.
If you take 3 days ballet class, then you are allowed to take a point shows, contemporary, and all this interesting, like for teenagers, like interesting lessons. And I did like this, that they don't have always like ballet and contemporary. One time, just not 1 hour, 1.5, 2 hours contemporary, that
Yes.
they can come one day more in a ballet school because they are moving and they still keep themselves in shape. Because
Yes.
3 days it's also not much,
No.
but at least I give the possibility 6 times a week, Monday until the Saturday, and junior ballet 5 and junior ballet 8 have this possibility. And also I say, like, girls, please come. And but I have to do my homework. Look, I was also studying, and I did my homework in the breaks, in the bus, somewhere else. It's not always you came home, and no, you have to learn also use your time. And that's why, but minimum 3 times.
Mm. And uh, how can I say? Do you have guest teachers who come to teach in your academy?
Yes, but only on the workshops.
Mm.
I do always workshop in the winter, in April on the Easter, and the big workshop I do in July. Then I try to invite one guest from outside. And yes, that it would be also interesting and new style. And also we going to competition different. And last year we was in Varna workshop.
Yeah.
Yes, yes, with the workshop. It was really beautiful. 2 years ago, we was in Greece together with Bolshoi Ballet and Vaganova Ballet school and students. Of course, for my girls, it was like, it was a big difference. But he was like, "Oh, look, Alexander." I was like, "Come on, girls. This is the best from the best. This is the best from the best." And this girl has so much pressure.
Mm.
You can tell me, Alexander, I don't come tomorrow because I have to do homework. They are not allowed to do this. The first in ballet, but they saw how they are focused on ballet, and then they start also like work, trying to work the same. And yes, exactly. But I was needed, but the difference, I'm sorry, but it was really me. I was like, wow. Wow, real ballerinas.
Do you when your students they watch other professional ballerinas or professional classes or with some other academy like Bolshoi, like Maganov Academy or Opera of
Mhm.
Paris. Do you see that some of them they improve their technique? Did you know?
Yes, yes. They, but they always like they always asked me, like because they were like, oh, how to do this way, and why she did like this, but we did others, and can we do also this way? Can we try this way? And yes, yes, but not for everybody. This training
Yes,
could be good and actually possible.
yes,
Uh, for example, I try also to go on Vaganova system, but I see I have to do always easier as in the books, always easier.
yeah,
Maybe one day I will do like this, like an experiment,
yes.
and I would like to see, but
You have to apply the things very slowly because
exactly.
depending of the body strength of the mental capacity to
Yes,
to comprehend the movement, and this is a difficult task, very difficult.
yes, yes,
Because
yes.
you cannot apply at 100% to the Vaganova method. You have to also give a little bit of your personality in your work and adapt to the work in order,
Exactly,
in order
exactly.
to reach the Vaganova.
Yes, yes, yes. And I'm not only like focused on Vaganova. I very like the Moscow Bolshoi Ballet
Yeah,
system also.
it
This
is
is
the more athletic work.
yes, yes, but it's also it's a difference in training how they do and the way how they do. Also, if I see in the French
Yeah,
something good, I take it, because look, what is it? Ballet, it's not only Vaganova. Ballet, this is the you have to take
yes,
from everywhere. And only if you take from Vaganova, from Bolshoi, from Cecchetti something, from French school something, maybe some new stuff from English, from the Royal Ballet. They are freaks like to found new ways.
yes,
And this is a bit from here, a bit from here, a bit from here, and a bit, of course, a bit from your own experience
yes.
and for
So
your
you
own
mix. you mixed all this together.
Yes, yes, yes.
And do you use for the classes? Do you use the piano music?
Unfortunately, I use like CD player, music, no live music, but yes, piano, but not live music. I'm unfortunately I could, but I have not so big studios,
Yes.
and if I will put anyway it with Yamaha, yes, it will take a lot of place.
Yes. So you won't have space for the ballet.
Yes, 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 yes. More space for the students, but the live music it's completely different. It
Yes.
makes, you know, you live. It's other. It's other. Of course. This is
It's a different.
unfortunate.
Yes. It's different. Of course, when you have a big ballet studio with a pianist, also it's a different feeling because with the pianist, you can ask to slow it down for the fondu, for the développé, and or go faster for the battement frappé, you know. But with the CD player, if you go too fast, then the student cannot follow this. Sometimes it's difficult.
Yeah, yeah, exactly.
Do you make the exams?
Yeah, yeah,
How many
yeah.
times per year do you do the exam?
Twice in the year I do exam in my school in academy, and then we do the state exam. The first exam will be end of December, and then end of June I will do in the school. And we have here state exam, the independent commission. uh, they just give the training for the students, and there is the four exam. The first one for the little ones first, second, and then the stage exam. And if they manage the stage exam, they will get this diploma. But in academy, I try to do twice a year exam.
And do you make an audition in September to get new students or admission for the admission?
Actually, Jean-Pierre, no, I don't do audition because Vienna, it's not so big city, and yes, and they're all. I'm sorry, Leo, bitte leise. It's my son. I asked to be quiet, and he forgot. And everybody knows about me and about academy. Normally, they all write the emails with the like question: Can we do audition for the next school year?
Yes, yes.
Uh, but like big, not really, because I don't need
Yes.
actually.
Yeah. So you accept also
Uh,
students. You accept also students in the middle of the year.
yes, yes. If I have the place,
Yeah.
then I accept. But they should first of all they come, they do audition. I see them, and then I can tell like, look, for example, you are older,
Yeah.
but I prefer to go in the class for like she's the 15,
Yeah.
and you have to go to the class to like 12, 13 years old, because you have to do this
Yeah.
stuff. I'm not allowed to do like to the bigger girls,
Yeah.
and they listen to me. If they are not accept, I say like, I'm sorry, try to find another ballet school
Mm.
like this.
Yes.
because of course we are private ballet school, and this is only my way of pressure to show people
Yes.
like, hey, if you don't accept my rules, please go and find some school which is better.
Yes.
And
Yes.
I, I give a choice. I give a choice.
You are totally right. You are totally right. And do you think that as a teacher now, as a teacher, you maybe one day you will be mm, interested to write a book of what you have been doing during all your career?
Maybe one day, but I'm 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 too young in this profession, and you know, I need much more experience. I need much more experiments, because look, I teach more than 12 or 13 years. I start really young to teach because I love it.
Mm.
I have academy about 7 years already, but still I understand I am in the like I'm in the beginner phase.
Yes.
It's for me it's only I feel like a beginner. Uh, I need I don't know, I need
You
30,
need
maybe
more, you
20,
need
30.
more time. You need more time, and maybe in one decade or 2 decades, you will have the idea to write something.
Yes, yes. But now I'm still too young
Yeah.
for the book, because everybody will, or not everybody, but people will read it, and I don't want that they say like, ah, come on, this is wrong, this is wrong, this is wrong.
Yeah.
Mm,
You have to wait a little.
yes.
So, what would you do if one day somebody important of a ballet academy in any country would tell you, Mr. Alexander, would you be interested to teach for us? And you would become head of a great academy. Would you do that?
It's a good question. It's a good question. Of course, the possibility would be huge. I will tell, I need time, I need 1, 2, 3 days just to think, because this is actually I never asked myself. This is the question. Of course I want. Of course I want. This it would be for sure. It was like bam, jackpot. Yes. But other way, I built also my school, my academy.
Yes.
And this is also the point which it would be hard decision. For
Yes.
example, now I cannot tell you which decision I will take.
Yes.
Uh, I don't know. But thank you very much for this question. I should, if maybe
Um,
one day happens, I have to be prepared.
yes, well, no, you have to think about it because you never know. Life is made of surprises, you know. Maybe one day one theater, or maybe you could become member of a jury, or even for short period, at least, like you say to your students, you must make yourself know. So you also must make yourself know through your academy in order that you may get the interest of some people, important people outside Europe, in order that they may tell you, Mr. Alexander, your work is very good, but we would like you to come and teach for 2 weeks, 3 weeks, you know,
Mhm.
even at least you make yourself know what
Yeah.
type of class, what type of style, what type of the quality of the classes, which is
Mhm.
even if you are young, doesn't mean that all teachers must be 50, 60. I mean,
Yes, sure.
this is, I think, in my opinion, is very important. Um, did you ever had problems with the parents? Some parents who never understood your point of view.
Yes, I had the problems, and some of but I stay always on my point,
Hmm.
and I say like, come on, uh, I just for example, you don't correct my daughter. My daughter is much better. This is the example. I say like, uh, who tell you that I don't correct your daughter? My daughter tell me. I'm like, yes, when? And I tell like, we dancer, we learn not from our own mistakes. We learn from the mistakes from the other people. This is the first one. And the second one, for example, yes, the discipline wasn't good. And I tell like this, or why my daughter don't dance enough. As I say, like, if your daughter and you will visit regularly school,
Yeah.
not one time a week, 3 times a week, then your daughter will dance much more. I cannot put your daughter in a dance where the children visit 3 5 times a week, and your daughter, it would be the big difference. And
Yeah.
I try to be with the parents very strict,
Yes.
very.
Yes.
And because the parents, they don't even understand. If they come like angry to me, they don't understand that then this anger come to this child.
Yeah.
They don't even understand. That's why I say always, parents, if you want to say me something, tell me something after.
Yeah.
After I teach, then you can tell me, because I am tired, and also I don't be like,
Yeah. Do you give the possibility to the parents to watch classes at your academy?
yes, yes. So, early I was strict with the closed door. Now, it works much better if I let the door open, that
Mm.
the parent can see how difficult for us to teach, how difficult to the kids to understand what we want,
Yeah.
to see what we see, to give us what we want to see. And when I start, 1 or 2 times it was too hot, and I just let it door open, and I was like, so like, parents became not so that they start more understand that it's a difficult, and they also see the discipline is also not
Yeah.
like it should be.
Yeah.
That's why, yes, and this is also it's a good practicum to see how we work. Then the parents will slowly understand how difficult for us.
Yeah. I remember that we had also the same problem, but we found, I say we because I was teaching with my mother,
Hmm. Hmm.
and we were in Morocco, and we
Hmm.
worked there for 7 years. And we had like a little bit like good students, less good students, different type of style of students, because there
Hmm.
were some students who made already ballet. So, but they had to, we told them just forget what you have been learning, and now you start all over again. So we found a solution with the parents, because with the parents we made classes where we were inviting all the parents of
Hmm.
of junior one or junior two or junior three. And when the girl was working at the bar, we were explaining the movement not to the girl, but we were explaining the movement, for instance, a développé. What is the développé? How you do a développé? But we were explaining for the parents, in order that the parents could understand the difficulty of the movement. Because when the parents see a video of ballet, someone who has never done ballet, he says it's a joke to make the leg développé en avant, développé à la seconde, développé en arrière. But they have to know which muscle you have to work, how to hold the shoulders, how to hold the arm, which is an effort for the student. So we were explaining this to the parents. So the parents then they got used to this. And once also, which is very helpful for the student and for the parents, we were filming the girl, the advanced one, while they were learning evaluation or répertoire. And let's take the lilac variation of the Sleeping Beauty. And so we were filming the girl, and then we were putting the two videos of the same variation at the same time of the girl and the professional ballerina.
It's a good idea.
And the student and the parents could see the difference. And we said, look, this is your mistake. This is, you see the difference between this. We were stopping the video in order that they could see the difference of the arm, of the all the mistakes. And this helped them to improve their work. And also the parents were very happy about that because they understood the effort that they were doing.
It's a good idea.
Yes. And maybe this could help you also for your school if you try to do that. Have you ever heard about the progressing ballet technique? Because it's something that I discovered just a few weeks ago with Marie Watton Mahon, who is in Australia. You know, the sort of training they do with the ball, the big ball that they put the feet on and for the back. And it's a sort of floor bar, but with a big ball where they have to use that. There are a lot of teachers who are applying this. And I never applied that. I never done that. What do you think? Do you think you could also maybe discover that technique and could be helpful to improve this technique to your students?
I'm very conservative.
Yes.
I'm very, very conservative. For sure. Actually, my opinion, the floor bar, it's perfectly done to do it much better. Of course, some stuff I allowed. For example, this gummy for the stretch, a bit more stretch. Yes. This kind of. But for me, ballet, it's already perfect.
Yes.
Why you have to take the ball and try to do this if in ballet, a floor bar or in a bar, there is a lot of movements which you can do it exactly the same way and get maybe a better result. But you know, the people, I think it's only management because to sell something to the people, something new and tell, you know. For me, it's more business as a culture. as a tradition.
Yes.
And this is
So you are the more
only my
for
opinion.
you are more for the traditional way, the conservative way.
Yes, yes. And I teach this way. I was teaching this way. I was learning this way. And look, I am here and I was dancing in the Vienna State Opera. Why something else can be better?
Yes.
This was enough. It was enough.
Yes, I understand. I understand very well. So we are nearly approaching to the end of our interview. What is your wish as a young teacher that you wish to see on the new generation? The hope that you would like to give and the technique improvement that you would like to give to this young generation, so many generations, not only one, many generations, but not only in Austria, everywhere, because now your interview is going to be broadcasted on YouTube,
Yeah.
always with your permission, of course.
Yes.
And
Yes.
also on Ballet International, where there are about nearly 3,000 people who are going to watch your interview. So what is your wish that you do with your heart, you know, that you would like to say to the young generation?
My biggest wish on a new generation, boys and girls, love ballet with all your heart. Without love, ballet, impossible. You will never be a good dancer. Please love this art of culture. And then you will do everything. You will reach everything. You will be a good dancer. This is my biggest wish. Love ballet. Love to do ballet. Love to see ballet. Without this, wouldn't be. They wouldn't be.
And what is your message, your wish that you would like to express to the other ballet teachers who are watching you?
My biggest wish to the ballet teacher, please be patient. Patient, 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 and be a friend. Be friend to your student, and please be like a papagay. Be like a papagay. Repeat the same mistake 1,000 times, the same mistake for the same student. But be patient. Maybe if you say the same 1,001 time, he or she will understand it. Please be patient, friend, and papagay. I'm sorry, I don't, but it's like, understand me, don't understand me wrong, but please never give up to correct your students. One day they will do it. One day.
Yes, I understand very well. And what is your wish that you wish to express to the members of Ballet International who are watching you in this moment?
My wish for the all members, let's keep us together. Let change our knowledge, our experience together. Let's try to do that. We became more and more and more of us, and let's be a good friends forever.
This is a very good thought. Do you think that ballet the world of ballet could help in some way to bring peace between Ukraine and Russia in this moment, to get people united a little bit more. I'm talking about the people of art.
Yes, the point is that there is peace between in ballet. In ballet, we don't see America, Ukrainian, Russia, Italia, French. We all do one thing.
We are all one family.
We are all one family, exactly. We are all one big family. And that's why, for me, yes, for me, it's possible. It's possible.
I agree. This is a very good last message that you gave. And I do hope that your interview will be watched with great interest. It was a beautiful interview. And I was very pleased and honored to have you today, and we stay in contact in the future. And as soon as I will have the link of YouTube, I will send it to you by WhatsApp and on email.
Thank you very much, and thank you, Jean-Pierre, for this possibility. It was a beautiful, perfect Sunday talk with you. I enjoyed very much to talk with you, and of course we will keep a contact.
How we say пожалуйста or спасибо?
I say спасибо and you say пожалуйста. Спасибо.
Okay. Спасибо. Okay.
Пожалуйста. Yeah.
Okay. So thank you very much, Oleksandr. Thank you.
Wish you a nice Sunday. Bye.
Bye-bye.
Bye.